What up, Shizuru's here. Now, not every movies in the summer I thought were winners. There were some really major stickers of the summer. So, at last, here are my official top 10 worst movies of the summer. Now, by December, obviously, on New Year's Eve, I will be doing my top 10 worst and best movies of the year. Maybe some of these will actually be on that list. You never know. But as for the summer releases, oh boy, there was some stinkers. Number 10, I'm going with Saving Bikini Bottom, the Sandy Cheeks movie. Now, I'm not really like the world. I was never like the world's biggest SpongeBob guy. I mean, the show was okay. I was more like to be honest, I was more of a Fairy Odd Parents guy or a Danny Phantom guy more than a SpongeBob guy. But I did enjoy the SpongeBob movies, like the one from 2004. The sequels were pretty decent. Looking forward to see the new one because you got Mark Hamill as a voice there, so that's gonna be cool. And I'm actually interested in the Plankton film, to be honest, because Plankton is actually my favorite character. I admit, even I'm not the world's biggest SpongeBob guy, I've always loved the Plankton character. But they gave us a Sang Chicks movie. This was abysmal. I'm sorry. It's just nothing about it was all that funny. It's a shame too because Sandy Cheeks was always a fun character, and you would have expected like a film about her to be at least entertaining. It just was so cringy. Um, the look of Sandy, I didn't really care much for either. It's yeah, I guess this also proves that just because a supporting character is fun does not mean a spin-off could always work. Which like I'm all down for a Donkey spin-off, but who knows? Like could Donkey spinoff like could Donkey do well on a film of its own? Who knows? Uh but this yeah, hopefully the Plankton one is a lot better. And this movie is also bad because also they did leak it early, but I decided to wait till Ashley has a proper release before I seen it. But yeah, Saving Bikini Bomb is a bad film. I'm just gonna say it's not good at all. Alright. Number nine, I'm going with Mother of the Bride. Now, Mother of the Bride, of course, starred Miranda Costco, who I've always enjoyed on iCarly, Drake and Josh. This also had Brooke Shields in it. Who did not remember her in like Blue Lagoon? Brooke Shields is always good too. Directed by Mark Waters, who gave us Mean Girls, Freaky Friday. This is where like Miranda Costco's who of course returns to abroad and drops a bombshell that she's getting married, and so like in Thailand, and so the mother so Brooke Shields and her family decide to take a trip to Thailand, and is where that the person she's dating is someone who broke her heart who pretty much broke her heart years ago, played by Benjamin Bratt. It's just none of the characters really worked. It just really feels like a cheap Hallmark film. It was a little boring to be honest. Nothing about it really fascinates me. It's a shame too. I really wish Miranda Cosgrove does better films, really, because I mean she definitely had some potential here, but yeah, it is what it is. It's not a great one. All right, number eight, I'm going with Terod. Terod. Now, I actually wanted to like this. Granted, I want to like all every films, but Terra, of course, it is a horror film. I didn't expect much out of it because you have the directors who also produced Moonforce, so take that for granted. So Terra just was it was a terrible film. Of course, a film about like you die of your of your of your signs and stuff like that. It's just yeah, a little boring. Wasn't all that scary here. You know, if you guys, of course, if you guys don't know, it's where like a group of friends, pretty much, recently violate the sacred rule of tarot reading, and they pretty much aside from like their use of the from their horoscopes and stuff like that. It's not really good. The acting was actually the only person who in it I thought was better was Ned from Spider-Man, Jacob Batalon. He actually was the only part in the film I did like. Other than that, none of the characters. I mean, none of the characters wasn't all that interesting. It was boring. I almost fell asleep watching this movie. It's just such abysmal. All right, number seven is Divorce in the Black, another Tyler Perry film from this year that is awful. I love Tyler Perry. I love his Medea films, but lately, I don't know what he's been doing now. Between this, the one he just did with Kelly Rowlands, what is he doing? I mean, Tyler Perry, man, come on, do better stuff. It's such a shame too. Of course, you had Megan Good, who I always love Megan Good. Um, oh yeah, Corey Hardrick was also in this. You had some cool supporting players, but the movie just really felt like it really felt more like a Tubi movie than a film for Amazon. I kid you not. Like it felt like a movie that Tubi did not want, so Amazon picked it up. Yeah, some crazy like cat and mouse game. Some dumb like decisions throughout. It's boring. I mean, it's not a good one. I hope Tyler Perry does better films in the future, but yeah, hopefully his next Medea movie will be good. But we'll see. Number six, I'm going with The Strangers Chapter One. I wanted to like this one because I love the first two Stranger movies. I thought the trailers looked really cool. The whole thing of having new strangers, like a whole trilogy, sounding interesting. But this, I really couldn't get into at all. You definitely know who the strangers was straight up. Like once you, obviously they don't tell you, but once you like, because there's only a few people in the film that you'd be like, yeah, they're definitely in that mask. And I mean, this movie, I kid you not, we are supposed to have part two and part three, but if you guys don't know, the killers, I guess, was like revealed too soon, so they decided to reshoot it and everything. I won't be surprised if they decide to cut out those two and just make it into all one film. I won't be surprised if they decide to do that, but we'll see. All right. Number five, I'm going with Horizon and America Saga, another Chapter One film. Although unlike Strangers, it's actually you know at least with Strangers Chapter One, that did not cost all much and it did okay. Horizon America Saga Part One, on the other hand, did not fare so well. It was a complete flop. I mean, if you guys don't know, Part Two was originally supposed to be released this month, but they canceled the release for that, and who knows if that was coming. And top it off, Kevin Costner is actually planning to shoot Part Three and Four next year. I don't think that's going to happen, but anything's possible, right? But yeah, this is also one of the worst films I saw this year. It was so long, so boring. I feel sorry for saying this too because I love Kevin Costner. Um, and he funded this movie with his own money, which that I respect so wholeheartedly. So I respect him for that. But at the end of the day, you still gotta make a good film, and this wasn't so good. So yeah. All right, number four, I'm going with Trigger Warning. Trigger Warning, with Jessica Alba, who I adore. Jessica Alba, I've had a crush on her for like, since my high school years, or well, no, forget that, since my middle school years. I mean, who does not love Jessica Alba, right? So I was actually interested in seeing this because she's in it. Not saying she's in everything good, Uh, but yeah, this Jessica Alba, I will be shocked if we see the Razzies and her name's not nominated because, oh boy, this really felt like something Jessica Alba would have done in the early 2000s. The acting just did not live up to it. The performances by the other cast, you had Anthony Michael Hall in this. It's a really boring snooze festival film. The script dialogue's terrible. It's definitely one of Netflix's worst bad day in the office this year. But number three is another film that Netflix did not do so well with this year, and that's Analyst. Jennifer Lopez. I love J Lo. Whether it's Selena, whether it's Enough, whether it's Hustlers, she could do great. but lately she hasn't. Now, I did not mind that Owen Wilson movie she did, Marry Me. That was actually okay. But her last two Netflix movies, Atlas and The Mother she did last year, were abysmal. I'm hoping that like new film she has, like with the where she has where her son is arrested. I think it's called Undefeated or something like that. I forgot the name of it. By the way, I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a trailer for that soon. I'm hoping that's actually gonna be pretty good. Cause she really needs to do better stuff. Like I really want to see her do better films such as Enough again. I want to see her do better films like Selena again. Atlas just is not in it. The Mother was great. I know she's always in the news a lot because of Ben Affleck, and that's whatever. But so I've always loved J Lo. You know, I mean, maybe she's always slowing down because she's more occupied with her music. Maybe that could be it. But still, Atlas just didn't do it. All right, number two is no surprise Borderlands. This is one I wanted to like because you got Eli Roth, who I love Eli Roth. I love the cast. Kate Blanchett. I love Kevin Hart. Jack Black, who I love Jack Black, but this is his annoyingest character ever. This is the worst Jack Black role he's ever done. I kid you not. You know, yeah, I've said in my review, his character, I forgot his robot character. I forgot the name of it already, but it's like if Daffy Duck mixed with Jar Jar Binks. Yeah, his name is Claptrap. That's his name. See, I already forgot the film. But it's like his character Claptrap is like Daffy Duck mixed with Jar Jar Binks. Not saying Daffy Duck's annoying or anything like that. Don't get me wrong. I love Daffy Duck, but definitely has a little bit of like Daffy Duck, like an annoying version of Daffy Duck mixed with Jar Jar Binks vibe. I'm saying that Claptrap is this generation's Jar Jar Binks. That's my assumption. It's a shame too, but because I love Jack Black. Hopefully he's better in Minecraft, but we'll see. Um, yeah, Borderlands is an abysmal one. It's not really worth watching. It was a complete flop too. So yeah. Speaking of movies that was a complete flop, my number one worst film of the summer and probably my worst film of the year so far. I just saw this last week. It is The Crow. Now I'm all cool with remakes because if it stinks, who cares? Still got the original, and look, you do. The Crow remake came out. It's awful. Is anyone taking away the original Crow? No, the Crow is still there. You can find it. I don't know where you can find it on this, but you can still find it. You can probably rent it somewhere, wherever. It it's not going away. See how remakes work? Like remakes work, people. Uh, and the Crow is one that was just awful, 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 awful. You know the music choice was not so great for this. Bill Skarsgård, I won't be surprised if he gets a Razzie for this. I won't be surprised if FKA Twigs, who I thought was good in that Shia LaBeouf movie, Honey Boy, I won't be surprised if she gets a Razzie. The Crow was just, yeah, it was a complete flop this week. When I saw it, hardly no one was in the theaters, so there's that. But yeah, The Crow was just. Let me just say, I rewatched the South Park episode where like Satan, was having a Halloween party and on. Let me just say, Satan in that South Park episode played a better Crow than Bill Skarsgård did here. That's how bad the Crow was. But yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much it there. Here is my quick rundown. Number 10, Saving Bikini Bottom. 9, Mother of the Bride. 8, Terod. 7, Divorce in the Black. 6, The Strangers Chapter 1. 5, Horizon. 4, Trigger Warning. 3, Atlas. 2, Borderlands. And number 1, The Crow. Now, there's other ones I could have added too. Oh, let me see. I could have added Unfrosted because that was a little bit of a disappointment. But it wasn't really as bad as Decent. Let's see. Um, Under Paris, I was not too big with. What else we got here? Oh, Killer Body Count. I saw a couple of terrible 2B movies this summer. Clickbait Unfollowed was pretty terrible. Let's see. Boneyard with Mel Gibson and 50 Cent. Space Cadet. Departing Seniors. Find Me Falling, which is that Harry Connick Jr. one. I saw The Unit this week. Not terrible, but not really that great. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I didn't really watch as much stickers this summer as I should have, but let me leave you guys. Oh, and top off there is that movie Afraid, which by the way I know I was gonna see this week, but my dear around me is not showing it, so I might either have to I don't know go a little further to watch it, or just might say screw and wait until it comes on streaming. But anyway, let me let you guys. What are some worst films you saw in the summer? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Sammy.